Madridistas, that is not how I expected the Xabi Alonso, Dean Huijsen, and Trent Alexander-Arnold debut to go. Talk about disappointed, man. Real Madrid ties it up 1-1 with Al Hilal. And here's the thing, too. First of all, shout out to Al Hilal. Very good team. I mentioned it twice now this past week. I said I think this was going to be Real Madrid's toughest game in the group stage. And it's looking like it might be. Who knows, though? Who knows with the way this Real Madrid team is still. So many issues with this Real Madrid team still. They'll fix it. They'll fix it. It's early days. I'm not somebody who's going to be going and saying Xabi Alonso out, because I don't think any of us should be. I think this is something too. And when we talk about this game, when we think of this game, when we look back on this game, it's going to be a draw in Xabi Alonso's debut for Real Madrid. And I'll tell you right now, there's nobody who's more pissed than Xabi Alonso with the results of this game. But here's the thing I want us to be remembering. Some of these players have been with Xabi Alonso for 4 days now. Not have they been training for 4 days. They've been with Xabi Alonso in Florida, in Miami, for only like 4 days now. So it can't be that surprising when the end result is this. But there's a couple of things, and there's a couple of players specifically that I want to be talking about in this video who could have helped a hell of a lot more than they did today to actually get Xabi Alonso, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Dean Huijsen a win in their debut. So guys, let's recap the game, tell you some of my thoughts. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button too. We'll be talking all Real Madrid on this channel. That's all I talk about, baby. So please hit that subscribe button for me. Very much appreciate it. Coming into this game, the big news that after I put up my match preview, of course, I try to wait until right before, the day before, to usually make those. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work out for me. I made my video, and then we get the news that Kylian Mbappe was sick. He was sick. Apparently, he was dealing with flu-like symptoms, something like that. So we don't even get to see Kylian Mbappe today, not even a part of the squad. He wasn't even in the stadium today. He is somewhere back in Palm Beach staying at the Four Seasons. Kind of jealous of him. But staying at the Four Seasons, and he's sick. He is sick out there. So we don't get to see Kylian Mbappe at all in the Xabi Alonso system. So coming into today, it was going to be interesting to see, what does Xabi Alonso actually put out there for Real Madrid? Well, take a look with me. This was the starting 11 that Xabi Alonso actually put out there. Vinny Jr., Gonzalo Garcia was the surprise start for me today, getting the start. He gets a goal in this one too. We'll talk about him. Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Fede Valverde made sense. Fran Garcia, Dean Huijsen, Raul Asensio, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Thibaut Courtois. Now, this is pretty much exactly what I would have done. Other than Rodrigo, I would have put Arda Güler in there, and then other than Gonzalo Garcia, I would have been putting Kylian Mbappe out there. The thing with Kylian Mbappe, and the thing with this Real Madrid team, unfortunately, if Kylian Mbappe is not scoring a goal, who the hell is? Who? Honestly, I want you guys to tell me right now in the comments, if Kylian Mbappe is not scoring a goal for Real Madrid the past couple of games, the past couple of weeks now for Real Madrid, who's scoring? Because we are so reliant on Kylian Mbappe. And this is the thing, guys. You tell me, you tweet at me, you put it in the comments too, saying we don't need Kylian Mbappe. Who's scoring? Let me know in the comments, because unfortunately, the players who are not scoring are a lot of them. There's many of them. Every single person today, except for Gonzalo Garcia, does not score for Real Madrid. And the thing is too, I want to talk about two players in particular too. I mentioned it in the live stream. I will mention it here again. Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo. I root for Brazil. I love my Brazilians. But man, you guys got to be better, man. Fantastic assists in this game from Rodrigo to Gonzalo Garcia on a counterattack. It's a great goal that we get after really struggling the first 35 minutes. But here's the thing. Without looking, if you guys didn't already see the spoiler, how many shots, just shots today, did Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo get? I will tell you, it is the exact same amount of shots put together that Dean Huijsen got. Dean Huijsen had 2 shots in this game, which is the exact same total of what Vinny Jr. had in this one and what Rodrigo had in this one. That is unacceptable. That is ridiculous to see. That should never happen. This is the thing with Vinny. This is the thing with Rodrigo. What are we doing? You are wingers out there who are taking no shots at all. The thing with like Lamine Yamal and stuff like that, he got 9 goals all of last year for Barcelona. He's just spewing shots. He is just putting shot after shot after shot. Rafinha is putting shot after shot after shot. And that is why so many times last year for Barcelona, they're scoring, they're winning games 5-3, 6-2, 4-0, stuff like that too. Because they're constantly just putting shots on the board, at least something, right? It doesn't always go in the back of the net, but you know how you never score? So when you don't take any shots. 2 shots for the Brazilians today is pathetic and is completely unacceptable too. If I was Xabi Alonso, I am ripping their ass. No pause at all when I say that too. Not at all. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous too. And the ridiculous thing too that I have to be talking about is the first half for Real Madrid. Because this is an Al Hilal team that, again, I've been giving them credit. I think they're a good team. They have a lot of good players out there. But there's no reason that Real Madrid should be losing the possession battle 45-55 at the first half. And there's no reason that Al Hilal should have 11 shots compared to Real Madrid's 5. And when we take a look at the 5 too, 3 are from outside the box. I mean, one is from Asensio. That was actually an okay shot, right? One was from Rodrigo. But that's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It is a tale of two halves. We did look a lot better. And the big reason for that in the second half, too, is because Arda Güler. But before I talk about Arda Güler, too, I have to mention the Al Hilal goal because it comes from a penalty after Raul Asensio fouls somebody. Now, did he foul somebody? I want to hear from you in the comments. I personally don't think that's a foul. Does he wrap him up? Yes. Does the Al Hilal player drop to the ground, drop to his knees? 100%. Was it a flop? 100%. I've seen Vinny get fouled so many times like that, or where Vinny just flops. That's never called. If anything, Vinny picks up a yellow card half the time. And they call it a pen. Neves puts it in the back of the net, 1-1. That's what it ends. But when we talk about the second half, we were a lot better in the second half. And really, man, it starts and it ends with one player and one player in particular. Arda Güler, man. This guy's got to be starting. He's got to be starting in the next game against Pachuca over the weekend on Sunday. I'll, of course, be making my video for that too. And guys, we'll be doing a watch-along too, so I want you guys to be joining me for that one too. But it starts and ends with Arda Güler. Arda Güler has to be in the starting lineup here. And the thing is too, I thought he was trying for Xabi Alonso today. I really do. He was going all out. He almost puts one in the back of the net within the first 60 seconds of the second half. Hits across the crossbar. And he did put a couple more shots in this game, too, that I was happy with. But he's creative out there. I would like to see him playing a little bit deeper, too. And that's something you guys were saying in the live, saying Arda Güler needs to be playing more in the midfield. He doesn't need to be an attacker. The thing is with Arda Güler, though, he has 3 shots in this game. More than Vinny, more than Rodrigo. And this is the thing, too, with like Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham didn't have a good game today. I'll tell you guys all my thoughts on the players. We won't do numbers or anything, but I'll tell you my thoughts on the players, too. The thing with Jude Bellingham and the thing with Arda Güler, you can ask them to play midfield, right? You can ask them to be doing that too. But unfortunately, what eventually happens is when they see the front 3 not really doing anything, they have to go create for themselves. They have to go try something too. That is why you see Jude Bellingham running into the box. That's why you see Jude Bellingham making runs. That's why you see Arda Güler trying to take shots when normally he probably shouldn't be taking shots, technically. You know what I mean? If he's playing that midfield role. If Vinny and Rodrigo aren't doing it, who is scoring for Real Madrid? Again, if you guys haven't commented, I want to hear from you. Who is scoring if it's not Kylian Mbappe? I don't know. Because the drop-off between what Vinny was and what he has been in 2025, somebody needs to write a book about the drop-off because it's honestly absolutely ridiculous. It's unacceptable. It's ridiculous. The thing is, too, when it comes to some of the subs in this game, why the hell? Xabi, I love you. I love the aura. I thought we were done. I thought we were done with the Lucas Vazquez thing. Lucas Vazquez getting a sub. Wild. Brahim Diaz doesn't do much. Victor Munoz, he was only on for 10 minutes in this game, 17 technically with stoppage time and everything, which also shout out to the ref because that ref was letting us play in that one too. Luka Modric comes on. And the thing is, when Luka Modric is almost 40 years old and he's still one of the better players to be coming on in the midfield, it tells you something. We need another midfielder. We really do. I think we need another center back too, but we really need another midfielder. Unfortunately, it looked like we might get the winner today. It looked like we were going to be getting the winner because Fran Garcia gets whacked right in the face. We got lucky. There's not many times I'm actually happy that Fran Garcia is as short as he is, but today I was because Fran Garcia gets whacked in the mouth. It was the correct call. It is a penalty called against Al Hilal. And the confusing part, I was tweeting out my thoughts too. I'm like, who's going to be taking this penalty? Because Vinny's already off. Jude is already off. Rodrigo's already off. Well, it was Fede Valverde, the one to step up to take it. Unfortunately for us, and unfortunately for Fede too. Man, he goes bottom left corner. It has pace on it too, but it's an easy save for Bono if he guesses right. And the thing with Bono, he guessed right in this one. He makes the save and prevents Al Hilal from losing this one as we end up drawing this game out too. Now, I know a lot of you might be wondering, well, what happened with Trent today? What happened with Dean? How did some of our new signings look? Let's talk about those 2 players In particular, I want to start with Dean Howson. Dean Howson, in my opinion, was fantastic today. I thought he was very, very good. There's a thing with being a defender, you're never going to get like a 9 rating. You're never really going to get a 9 unless you're like scoring goals. So I think that's the thing you need to be understanding too when it comes to like FOB mob and stuff like that. Don't just stare at it. Watch the games. That's the way you can actually learn. I thought Dean was good. The control that he actually had in this one too, and creativity. A lot of times too, the thing I liked about Dean, he's progressing the ball forward. He gets it to our midfielders. He's constantly just spamming passes to Jude Bellingham. He was not afraid to do a couple long balls to a Vinny Jr., to a Rodrigo. I was very happy with Dean Howson. He's only 20, guys. Very happy with how he was today. Now, when it comes to Trent, I thought Trent was fine. I think he was not as good as Dean today. He only played 65 minutes in this one too. First of all, a Scouse boy getting in the Miami Heat, he's not made for it. Those England boys are not made for that heat. I'll tell you what. He was decent, though. The passes was 89% passing, but he did try a couple of long balls in this one, too. The crosses, that is really where he needs to be a little bit better. And the thing and how you get a little bit better is you play a little bit more. You understand where Vinny's going to be going, where Rodrigo is. You understand how fast these players are, too. You can only play with them and have an exact idea how fast they are. But until you actually play with them, it's going to be better for Trent. I will say he had one run in particular in this game that was very good through the middle. I liked what I saw there. Unfortunately, he did have one opportunity in this game that he gets blown by, and it looked Lucas Vazquez-esque. It really did, and that is not something I want to be saying at all. Trent is not the fastest player in the world. He is a stocky build. He is somebody who needs to be in better defensive position. I will tell you that. But I was not that disappointed with Trent today. I thought he was okay. Dean Howson, very, very impressed with him today. Let's talk about a couple other players too. Really quick. I'm done talking about Vinny. I'm done talking about Rodrigo. Courtois was fine today. Fran Garcia was actually good today too. The thing is too, I watched the Alvaro Carreras game. I was not that impressed. Maybe it's only one game. I'm not going to be judging him exactly like that too. I think Alvaro Carreras is like a sidestep. He's probably maybe a little bit better than Fran Garcia. I don't think he's that much better. He's a lot taller, so that's a thing. He might be a little bit better defensively too. Maybe even in the passing. Maybe. That's the thing. He's not an elite left back too. Left back will probably be our weakest part this year too. I said maybe even too, whoever that second center back is. If Rudiger's not back healthy, if Raul Asensio's out there, might be something to worry about there too. But I thought Fran Garcia was pretty good overall today. Jude Bellingham could have done a lot better, and I thought Fede Valverde could have done a lot better too. I was disappointed with both of them. Shout out Gonzalo Garcia. He could have been a little bit better with some of the first touches, but overall he gets a goal. He could have scored a couple more. He had a good couple opportunities to get some headers in this one too. Tchouameni having get moved back to center back. It is what it is there. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, we draw 1-1. It's not something I'm happy about. I'm not going to scream and yell, anything like that. It is only the first game under Xabi Alonso against a team that is pretty decent. This is not Auckland City, guys. We did not get a draw like that. I'm sorry, but some of these group stages for the Club World Cup, it's ridiculous. It honestly is ridiculous, too. So, some of the teams are awful. They really are. I mean, I'm not going to name any teams in particular just because if you guys are from there, I'm not going to shit on them that much. But some of those teams are awful. This is actually a decent group. I don't think Pachuca's that good. I think Salzburg's okay, and I think Al Hilal, I think they're actually a decent team. Don't be that surprised if they make it out of the group stage, and don't be that surprised. You match up against a BVB, you match up against some of these other, a Chelsea, something like that too. I don't exactly know who they'd be playing. I guess they'd be playing the Juventus or Man City team if they got out with us. So they could beat one of them. I could see that be happening. But guys, it's going to be interesting to see. But, of course, we'll be talking more about the Club World Cup very soon. We got Pachuca over the weekend. I will be making my match preview for that. So if you guys are new around here and you haven't already subscribed, what are we doing? Please hit that subscribe button, like the video too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I try to respond to as many of you as I can. So, guys, always try to respond to your comments. So let me know in the comments below. But, guys, appreciate it. Appreciate all the love. We'll be better. No worries. No worries. Just a start. It's just a start. Guys, cheers. Real Madrid.